Hello, one and all. Welcome to Handelabra Live. I am John, aka Migrant P, and I'm the lead developer at Handelabra Games, and we're going to be playing some one deck dungeon for you today. Quickly adjust this. And yeah, we've got some new stuff. Just going to adjust the music volume a little bit. Music is good, but a little loud. And yeah, say hello in the chat. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. But excellent people are welcome and tolerated, so be excellent. And join us for some one-deck dungeon. We are going to be showing a brand new expansion. It was crowdfunded on the tabletop, and it is still in development there and in digital, but we're quite well along, and this is the first look. If you are a fan of One Deck Dungeon, you're going to be excited about this. So let's this is a development build. Anything can happen, you know, that's how it goes. Let's pop into here. So what is Relics of the Forge? What's it all about? So it is a whole big expansion similar to Forest of Shadows. It has a whole dungeon deck and 5 dungeons and 5 heroes plus a promo hero, Foxfire. And so these are the 5 dungeons: Arena of Fire, the Armory, Chasm of Soot, Heart of the Forge, and Tropic of Lava. Maybe we will go into the Chasm of Soot first. So this dungeon ends up with the Obsidian Army as the final boss, which has an extra row of challenge boxes instead of a special rule. We're gonna have lots of dice, and on the dungeon card you've got the usual challenging effects. So if you choose a dungeon or a hero that has these new little fire icons on it, these are fuel. So in Relics of the Forge, you have the Forge and you have the Relics, and we'll get into how that all works in a little bit, but let's choose a hero. I'm gonna go with the Smith. Smith is a nice one to start with. Her heroic feat is very straightforward. Getting boost tokens is always nice, and yeah, I'll also mention there are new campaign things. So you have your core game 3 focuses here, Forest of Shadows 3 focuses here, and Relics focuses here. So there's 3 new focuses with all new checklist items to unlock. And they're all once each game. So they're very strong, but they're once per game effects. So that's a little different. Let's go in with a blank checklist though, and let's choose a relic. So there are 12 relics to choose from, and you can pick whatever you like. I don't know what I'm gonna play. Let's have a look. So we can pull up a relic here. For example, the Pendant of Purity. This lets you enhanced forge dice with boost tokens. So you can put dice into the forge and get a bonus, and then reclaim the dice, enhance another, and finally, if you get too much going on, you get the flare effect. So we'll talk about that. Let's try the Pendant of Purity. Why not? And yeah, so I've got a relic, I've got a dungeon, I got a hero, and I'm gonna play with just the relics deck. You could do a hybrid deck, like with Forest of Shadows. Now you can have 6 different deck options, a pure deck or 3 different hybrids. And the potion, similar to Forest of Shadows, we have a potion that goes with another potion. So we have different options that you can combine it with, similar to Forest of Shadows, or you can just go with Cure, or you can go with Healing. I'm gonna go with the new Vigor potion, which says heal 1. You may use another potion or effect, or forge a fuel to heal 2. And the enhancement potion comes with the new expansion. I think Quell is another one. Quell is another one which just returns a fuel. Maybe I'll go with that. We'll go forge forward, and yeah, standard difficulty level, and let's start the game. Here we go. So let's have a look at what is the forge, since you don't see that in the new game screen. So the forge is fueled by various tokens and dice via game effects on cards. So typically you forge fuel, this little icon, but sometimes dice, sometimes other things. And they cannot be removed voluntarily, only by game effects. If you reach the capacity of the forge, it's full during an encounter or boss fight, a flare action occurs. So whatever's on the relic happens first, and we put this here for you. So on this relic, it's going to return a fuel plus 2 fuel for each forge die with a boost, and suffer 1 damage. And then in a regular encounter, you spend 2 time and exile the top card of the discard. If it's the boss, you suffer 2 damage. You always forge fuel whenever you explore. You're probably wondering, what's this boost? What's this plus 2? This boost token. That's a new kind of token in Relics of the Forge that you'll have access to, and they give plus 2 on a die. You stick them on a die, and they makes that die plus 2. So you can actually get a die with a value of 8 using that. And there are also 7s, which are basically heroics that are 7. They're called crit dice. So those are the new things token-wise. And we've got new music. I haven't heard this music. This is the music for Obsidian Army and the Chasm of Soot. So you can see our relic has been integrated in here. We're still working on some of the visuals, but the relic has a feat and a skill. So those are both in here. And we're going to explore, which forges a fuel. And we're going to have a look at a door. It's one deck dungeon. It's what you do. Yeah, there's a number in the bottom here that's a debug thing. You're wondering what that is. All right, so we have a new encounter. These are all new. All these new bows and perils. We have the Iron Snail. It's going to add time to consequences for each box whose value is exceeded by 2+. So you actually want 1s in this encounter. We're going to potentially get a skill that gets us a crit die. Crit dice are very good. Also, I should see what my relic... Have a look at my relic again. So your relic feats are used at the same time as you do your heroic feats. So here, sometimes the relic feat you don't really get to use right away. You have to use your skill first. So this one is like that. So you forge fuel, place a boost token on 1 forged die to get a different forged die. So you have to have forged dice to begin with for that to do anything. But Purify is going to forge 3 dice of different values to gain boost and crit. And so that's how I'm going to get dice into the forge, and then I'm going to use this. So I'm going to put things in and get them out. And then if we fill up the forge, we're going to get the fuel off the forge and take a little damage. But that's the cost of doing business, right? All right, let's pop in here. We're going to fight. So my heroic feat, I store a boost, and there's a limit of 4, and once I get up to 4, I can get a crit or return fuel, or I can use those for my hammer smite. I can get access to those. Ooh, the music is very jaunty. Jean-Marc is making the music for this, by the way. All right, so I like a 1 for these, right? Because it doesn't add time. I would, normally put a 1 in there, but I'm not going to do that. And we have to potentially think about doing this too. But I do want to... Oh yeah, and so another new feature. So we have restrictions on these. Dice placed here must be within 2 of the box's value, then 1 of the box's value later on. So if I go to try to put a die there, it'll show me why I can't put that there. That's a new feature that's going to help out with even older stuff like the Phoenix's thing where it's no heroic dice. It'll tell you why you can't do the thing, which is a nice little improvement. I think I want to, I mean, I don't really want a boost token. I wonder if I'm going to pay if I try to do the Purify. I could use this 6. I could use this 4. And I could use this 2. We could put those into Purify. We get a 7 that we can put here. And a boost token that we maybe cover the damage. Okay. So now I've got 3 dice in the forge. And I can put my boost on a die. And that's now counts as 4. So I could put it there, but I'm going to put it here to not take damage. And if I want to not take damage, I think I'm either no damage or true fuel is fine, I guess. I mean, fuel ends up damaging me too, but I don't actually, that's not something I figured out, like what's the value of a fuel. I feel like it's less than a heart though. So let's go and do that. Spend some time. Alright, so we could go for overpower, we could go for a die. We're gonna need lots of dice though, right? That's part of our, if you look at the, this wants lots and lots of dice. So I'm gonna take, if I find skills that generate more dice, I'm gonna grab those, but otherwise I'm gonna grab dice. Oh, I could have got a heroic though if I leveled up. Is it just 2 XP? Yeah, okay, let's level up to get the heroic die instead, actually. Better than a blue die. Alright, we've got the Molten Ooze. Before the encounter, discard all other doors. And you might be thinking, what are the other doors? Well, there's a way to see that in this update. You can look at the full card and go view doors. You can see that there's 2. And so I'm going to not face this right now. You can also see the open doors by clicking here. Like, we try to make it a little easy to access. So I'm not actually very good at facing this guy, and I don't want to discard the other doors, so I'm going to... He's also super cute. Alright, we got the Rhino Blade. Suffer damage if you place 3+ dice in a large box. So you try to fill these with 2 if you can. And there's no large boxes over here, so it's good to get at this guy early. There's actually no large boxes on this dungeon on the right. We have Crunch Crush, gain Heroic 6, not Heroic 6, Strength 6, increase inner 1s in your pool to 3s. I think we're okay at dealing with this. We're probably going to take some hits. But we can actually get that 4. What did a boost thing do? Okay. So I haven't played this relic for a while. So there's 12 of them, so there's quite a few to... We could actually get... Probably want to get the 4. It's going to help me cover these boxes. I'm going to boost this 6. If I want to boost a 6, I'm going to boost a 2. And I'm going to gain the 4. And, oh. Okay. So, you have so many different options now because of boost tokens and everything. Another thing you can do is convert 3 dice into a boost token by toggling the converter here. There's a lot more decision space of things to do. If I forge 3 dice, I'm going to fill the forge up. And that's going to return most of the fuel. I wonder if I want to do that. I don't think I think I want to do that later. Well, maybe. I'm thinking if I put a 2 in here, I can boost this 3 and then cover the armor box. And we're still going to be short on some stuff, but let's roll this first and see what we get. And maybe we do this, maybe we don't. If I do that, actually I could use one of these heroics. But then I don't have any use for that 3. Okay. Well, I could always throw it in there. The nice thing about this heroic is it can go there. Yeah, if I save the boost, I can cover the magic block, or the damage. So what if we do this? And so I could do this. We would fill up the forge, but then we sort of end up being able to use this a whole bunch. And this just saves us the time. So we actually, and we save 2 time by... Yeah, I think we go ahead and do that. We do that, but I think there's going to be an animation for flare. Right now it doesn't really do much, but it's going to like be fiery and sparky and look cool. Alright, we can do that. We end up with a boost token we don't use, but I think that's pretty good, right? Oh, you know what I could do? Hang on. You can remove boost token by just dragging it back there. I can keep this boost token. I can put the boost on this die and send it with the boost token, right? I think I can do that. It stays with the boost token. And then I can do this. Strategies. Oh, you know what? This should be showing boost tokens on the dice here, but they're not. That's something that I think the idea that boosted dice could go on the forge was a later thing, and this view of the forge doesn't show that. Let me oh yeah, and that got me more fuel back too. That was even better. Okay, let me just make a quick note here. Forge full view should show boost tokens on dice. This is a developer preview, so you're gonna see some bug reports and things like that. That's how it goes. Just a visual thing here, no gameplay effect though. Alright, we're pretty happy. 1 time. Our forge is set up with lots of our pendant of purity is set up with a bunch of dice that we can keep using. We don't have to do this part. Building the plane while it's flying, yeah. I feel like this is reducing my number of dice. I need to, I mean, it is good for the, maybe it's good to have, they want more than 3s. So let's just take the dice, which we might want for this guy, magic dice. Check the last door. We have some spicy dragon eggs. 3 time for destroy. Avoid might be hard to do, but we can access our dice here, right? So we can definitely grab something. Kindle Pot is a really good potion. Gain a boost token for each forged fuel. So that's pretty sweet. You can get up to 4 boost tokens with that potion. This bug is still here, where sometimes this is showing up, but... So I want to get this item. I feel like I need to spend the time. I don't think we're good enough at agility to avoid the eggs. And I almost always want to click this. And we're going to be rolling 4 dice. I think we'll grab that. What's this? You're wondering, what does that guy have? Do I want to boost that magic die? I think I do. Boost it. I'm gonna go and have a look at the other doors. That's something that you couldn't do before. Now you can do it. Oh, we crushed it. Didn't even need to do the thing. I want that potion. It's pretty great. But I'm gonna take the item. May have regrets later, but alright, let's go after this guy. And add another token. You see how many you have. I got 4, or I got 3 there. And let's grab that magic die that we don't have. Alright, good roll. We just cover all the boxes. Maybe actually this should go here because of the restriction. Just cover all the boxes, probably. Yeah, just cover all the boxes. I don't think we want to put more dice in here yet. Cool. Another potion. Preparation. Increase each die below 5 in your pool by 1. That's pretty good too. But also, we want more dice. We explored, so we add more fuel. Alright, the gauntlet. You can time it out or fly over. We're at our item limit now. Galvanize can get us some extra dice, or we could just go for XP. I think we probably... I guess we could do our heroic feat and grab a 7. And that's easy. Do that. We're gonna fly over. We're going to grab a 7. And I don't even need to do this, right? Just get that. We're almost certainly fine. I guess if I had rolled all my dice too high, I wouldn't be able to cover that. One of the interesting things about this. And I would have gotten it without even doing my heroic feat. Okay. Want that skill? Seems good. Seems like a very legacy kind of skill. We have the Forge Wisp, who punishes us for having items. Cunning Blow, a good skill. You get 2 things, but it costs 2 dice. We're not bad at this. We may just go in for the XP. I definitely want to grab... Oh, I can't grab that 6. But I can grab this. That will be... That's worth a 5, right? First I have to fill the armor box. Alright, we're gonna do this. Gives us a boost token and a heroic. Come on. Can I not fill this? We want to do this. Get a heroic 4. Process of fuel. Okay, where are we putting stuff? Here. 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 We have a boost that we can't really... We could make a heroic 6 with the boost. What if we just, like, put everything in here? Can we... No, we're short 1. Maybe we want to do this. So let's remove everything. Different values. That. And 7 in there. Oh, this is actually a 4. So, actually get the boost token off of that? That's interesting. Yeah, I gained it, and then I can take the boost token off and put it somewhere else. That's kind of cool. That means I could actually maybe use this somewhere else. Can boost up these in there. See how I said like there's so many weird things, different things you can do? You can boost this, put it here. Like you can like do a lot of stuff. And I can't cover that. But that's not big, it's just one time. I can cover the other one with this. Yeah, sneaky stuff. You can do a different sneaky stuff that I'm learning stuff all the time. Built item limit. This is a great skill, but I'm not gonna have like I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff to do that. I think I gotta like increase my level. I gotta find skills that give me extra dice. There are some skills like that. We have a cool skill here called Rainbow. Gain a boost token and transmute. It's actually a potion. Transmute up to 3 dice. Lets you change the color of dice. We faced this guy before. I think we can do it again. I think we took the item from that one, maybe? Yeah. And we could just take the XP. Let's go for it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this for sure. Grab that agility 8. Let's boost this heroic. We are rolling a lot of dice. Alright. I'm gonna do this. And so we have this and this to cover that. We could use a boost to help cover this. What if this 4 goes here? We could use these to get a 5. I think we want to do the second option. Forge of fuel, and that gets us here. That, actually we can put a 2 there. But I didn't want, a 6 is too big. Well, you know what we can do? We can make a heroic out of that. And make a heroic out of this. And we got a couple ones we can't do anything with, but just one time. And let's grab the XP. We'll be 2 XP away. And let's have a look at this door. Maybe it's a 2 XP we can level up. It is a 3 XP. Oh, but look at that. Roll 3 dice. This actually has gray boxes that take any color, so that's a great skill. Alright, we're going in, trying to take damage from... Alright, maybe we take the heroic 5 here. Or is that a heroic? That's a heroic 2, right? Or heroic 4. You can just steal the boost token off of it. It doesn't have to stay on there. For some reason in my mind it has to stay on there. Don't you think like 2s and 3s should be angled differently on dice? They aren't, but like then they would be more identifiable. Something to think about, dice designers of the world. So the 3 is good there. We can do this with a boost pretty easily to cover that. Or even just like use them all. We have a 6, we have a 5. 2 for that if we want, or we can get a bigger number if we want to use Hammer Smite. We have this box that we can't really cover right now, so roll a different heroic. Get something good. Actually, yeah, we can boost that up. Okay. I think we cover everything, which is actually important because of this. I mean, we don't have to cover everything, but it seems like we are. We could have spent 1 time safely. All right, let's grab this. Seems like we need more magic dice. And let's descend. Level 2. So now the dice on the dungeon box must be within 1 instead of within 2. More annoying. This guy again. Discard all other doors. No. Oh, but I want that skill real bad. 1 agility for 3, so you're increasing your number of dice by 2. Let's don't want to discard all the other doors. Let's go back to him. Alright, 2 XP guy. We can exile an item or forge 2 fuel. We forge 2 fuel, we do get rid of, there would be 6. We would get rid of 5 of it. Or we could exile something and then, actually if we exile, yeah, if we exile something we don't get the XP, but we can then just start getting more items after. I think that's okay. We could exile like a strength. And we're going to do this. And probably should do this. What do we want to get? That's 3. I mean, that has a boost. They're ones with boost tokens. So, like, they really are what they are. The boost tokens are not stuck to them. I think the heroic. Good. Okay. So, we could get a bunch of strength. We can potentially do this, potentially do that. We have the 5 for that. I think this is good. Yes. 6 and a boost token. That probably wants to go there. That probably wants to go there. I think we want to get the strength dice, right? Okay. Thinking of like which... I can't put even 5s here, right? I need a 4 or a 3 for that, and I'm not gonna have it. But I could boost heroic or something. So let's do this. We have to roll dice, so... maybe we get something good. We might want to use this to get more dice in too. Okay. Oh, I got a 5 for that. And 3 for that. We could... it's... Purify is nice to actually put in 6s, right? Like, maybe put in that 6... We could actually put in boosts like we did that earlier, so I think I want to cover that. And cover that. And so what if we put these in? We get a 7, we get a boost. Actually, so then we put in this and then... yeah. Let's send a boost in already. When we get another boost, we can put on that. It goes there. And cover all the boxes. Look at that. Why didn't you return your fuel? Oh, the graphic didn't update. Oh, we have an exception. Okay. Just a glitch. On where? Probably just a visual glitch. We can clear it up by going back out. Lots of tiny writing here. So that's the dev build experience. I'll get that fixed up for next time. Until then, I'm just gonna quit and resume, and then before it should look right. Yeah, okay. Okay, then we can boost this, cover that, cover that. Sweet. Okay, so we want to level up. This is actually a skill that increases our dice as well. I wonder if we take one of these instead of the XP, because we are going to have a chance to grab the XP. We're going to want this skill. We don't want to like go over the limit. 3 skills, Yeah, if I get to the skill limit, then I can't actually take it. So I'm gonna level up now. And then you have it. Okay, so let's continue on. Get some more items. And grab that skill. So we have Smolder Paw. No two dice here can be identical, color and number. So that's important. Oh, this skill is great. Ignoring damage. That's a potential thing to grab. I think we're okay at dealing with this. 12 bucks is pretty big, but we can actually do this and grab a big magic die that we're gonna want. There's also a 7 here, but we can actually get 7s, or we can use a boost on a 5. So, assuming we rolled anything decent, which, well, we got a 5. So I think I want to do this. Oh, good, another 5. Okay. So we can cover that if we want. I think we probably want to do this. And get the heroic too. We need some help here in this. That can... Oh, we can't have an equal die. Come on. Restrictions. Like, this doesn't have to be that, so we could do like a 6 and 4 and a 3 or whatever. And we can put a 5 there, we can put a 5 there. I think we just accept that fuel. So we can actually pull this 3 off. We make a heroic. Then we don't need the heroic over there. So okay, what if we put the 3 there and make a heroic? And then we make another heroic too. We end up with 2 time and 1 fuel. I think that's all right. Our fuel's okay. We're not gonna flare right away. And do I want Bulwark? It's very good. It doesn't do 2 against the boss like the base game one. But you can use it in... basically lets you ignore a box, right? Like this box that says 40, you can be like, well, I pay 1 strength die to not take the health. Yeah, let's use like a 1 to block a whole thing. So, and it works in perils too, so we're gonna keep going against what we say we're supposed to be doing. Alright, we have an eruption. We can dash through or deflect the barrage. I don't want to use strength to get the bulwark. What do we got? It's a 4. We can get a magic die and a heart. I like that because we have some magic skills. Return a die value 5+ to gain 3 boost tokens. This is pretty dangerous too, but we can get a strength die. So let's set a strength 4 so we can use it here. Okay, we're gonna do that. Can't use Hammer Smite in perils. This is actually kind of risky. We're just hoping to get a good roll, and we got a good roll. We can actually block that damage. Sweet. It just took a time for it. Alright, I want that item. Extra health. And now we go in here, and that magic is good for him. Yeah, and we take that skill for lots of utility dice. Love it when a plan comes together. Why can't I use this? Oh, because I can't place a boost on a forged die. I have to forge some dice. So actually, I've caused problems for myself. Turns out, by putting boosts, sending boosts inside is actually my little trick has caused me trouble. These dice are stuck. So maybe don't do that. Chris should have been here to tell me not to do that. Okay. We can plan for this. Probably the 5 goes there. Probably I want to do this. This can go here. There's a lot of things happening. Actually, this 3 should go here because 6s can go there and they can't go there. Yeah, we're gonna get a boost token, so that can go there. And so maybe we want to do this so that we can start using this. We get a boost and a 7 off of that, so we just have to hang on to an agility die. So put that in, and put that in. I'm gonna take a damage doing this, but no exception? No? It's good. It's happy. Okay. Boost. Go. Oh, that wanted to be boosted. Well, you know what? I don't. I can use the 7 there. So that's fine. And we end up with 2 time a shame die. Okay. And we want this. Alright. Fortunately, we are looking at 4 doors and running out of time, but we get to look at one of them for free. Not very good time management on my side there. Exile and Unreforge. Ooh. I don't want to be exiling items. Like, the thing is, like, I'll exile an item and then just get one back, so there's no... I don't make any progress. Go away. I don't want to forge either. Or forge fuel. Let's descend. Oh wait, didn't I think I... Why did I still have time? Didn't time go on the stairs? I think... Oh, maybe time didn't go on the stairs. Time flipped the stairs. So I do have one more check. It's the Incineratode! This is a card with 1 giant box. And it's a strength box, so I'm actually really good at it. And we can get a great item, we can get or a great skill, but we're at the limit. Yeah, we're going in here. We're gonna go in here. And we don't super need to do this. I think we... With Gigantify and Rising Strike, we're probably fine. So I think I'm gonna skip this. And we're gonna try to do it. So I think we do this. Oh. I've got... Okay, let's use up a strength die. Oh, and I can't put 1s on there anyway, so that's this thing here. Good. Okay. Just need to free up some strength dice. Nice. And fill the boxes up. We can use Rising Strike, why not? Get some more dice. We got these sixes to pop in there. What if we just cover all the boxes? Look at that. Beauty. Oh, and these dice aren't lining up properly. Let me make a note about that. Have to do some special handling for Incinerotoad, so as you might imagine, make an adjustment there. You've got one giant box. They should tuck up together. Okay. I'm gonna grab that item, I think. XP is tempting. Eventually we get another heroic die, but like still a ways away, and grab that. And now we do gotta descend. Or take damage, but I think yeah. I have Cure and Quell. I was like, I wanted Vigor and Quell. That's fine. So we just use Quell if we start flaring too often, like now. And we heal when we do that. That's why we were healing when leveling up. I was like, why are we healing? This is gonna forge on us, which we don't want right now, because it would cause a flare. Actually, it won't. Because I think it, as soon as the forge is full, it is going to flare. Maybe? No, if it's during an encounter or boss fight round. I don't know, actually. If you fill it up and then... No, I think it ends up being full. This doesn't reduce the amount of stuff in the forge. Let's flee here and go to one that we can use Quell. Relic effects cannot be used except to flare. That's fine, we don't get to do this, but we can use Quell. It's also a great item. And yeah, we need to get some of these strength dice out of here. The skill is cool. Forge, fuel, and transmute any or all dice of one color. Oh. Pretty sweet. I can't use that. That's fine. Oh, I was gonna get more dice out of there, but I can't do that, but whatever. I can use this. And I can use Quell. Let's use Quell. Maybe twice. And roll a heroic. Sweet. Get a boost. Let's get better dice. Do we want to... We want to put that in the armor box, probably. We want to gigantify. We have a 6 for that. What do we need? We need a 6 of anything for that. Kind of want to put that 6 there. We can boost a 3 and put that in there. This can be any die, right? What if we don't need to use Gigantify? I think we kind of do, though. And hope we get a... We can use a heroic 6 for that, so let's use Gigantify. And we can use Bulwark to stop one of those and get the die back. Oh, not bad. We got a 5 for that if we need, but we might need it for this. Probably want to do that. And so, heroic. I wonder if we can fill this up. It's 3 away. Don't think I can get away with that. I can make a magic 5. Does that help me? This lets me make a magic 5. I could do fuel and get a 4 as well. Maybe we do that. And we get this 6. Okay, let's do that. Let me just do Quell again. As well. That frees up that 6. And even we're already covering that. So we just cover the time by downgrading our die here. Look at that. Just cover all the boxes. Just roll 6s. Actually, you don't have to roll 6s. You gotta get skills. You gotta get good. So I actually have too many strength dice now because I can't even roll them now, but that's because 3 of them are in here and I need to get them out. I could go against this guy now because I have room in the forge. A little bit of room. So, and he can get me a strength die, or I could take nimbleness. Actually not that excited about that. Let's go look elsewhere first. I don't think we'll want to explore again probably, but we might end up doing too, so... Oh, these super big ones are coming here. We actually could swap out a strength for a magic. I think I want to do that. Or we have the finisher skill, forge, fuel, swap the current encounter with the top discard before claiming loot, so you can actually get a different thing. Yeah, I could swap out one of these strengths into magic, because magic basically turns into more strength for me, so. And we're pretty good at dissipate. Let's do that. And I want to do this. All right, we have an 8. Bam. 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 Put that there. Now look, what if we just exactly cover everything? And we take this, swap that out. We're now somehow sneakily close to leveling up. If this is another 4, then we can level up and get a heroic. That's kind of cool. But, ooh, very magic-y. This costs a fuel, but what if we just go full magic? We could swap out another strength into magic. We don't get a die from this though, because the wrong type. We'd have to go for the agility side. Not terrible. Yeah, we'll go for the dodge. Okay. We can do this and actually get a 7. I want to boost this. Take And automatically took that, sure. Let's do this and return the fuel. Actually, because I think, well, yeah, this is actually pretty rough. Maybe we take the 7. Good thing we took this. We can put this on something else to make sure we cover this. We need the boost to cover that. Yeah. Oof. It's rough. So, I want things to add up here. I could use this for bulwark and stop the health damage. But then we're short. We can actually do it. So we boost that. We take a damage, add a fuel. Not the best result, but it is what it is sometimes. And yeah, I mean, we can level up. So up that is. Fight this guy. Explore. You want to explore now? I think we explore now. Because whatever we go after, we could like swap out an item to level up, and maybe we wanted to. So, and this guy forges fuel, and that's annoying. So maybe we don't want that. I always go item last. We need. We got this guy. I think we could actually go full magic. I don't know if that's the best idea. We do need other things. Okay, we're gonna flare. That's fine. Let's get a strength die out. We're not getting to use that anymore now. Okay, though. When we flare, we're gonna... Actually, yeah, so the flare didn't happen, so we're gonna remove all the fuel when we flare, at least. Okay. Get those. We can grab that boost token. Sweet. I think we want to roll. We need a 6 for that, but we can use this. Do this. Roll a bunch of strength. Roll a bunch of 1s. Fine. Right. That can't go there. I can put this here. Do this to get a 6 and a 4 if we need, but let's see what we can do. I wanted to get this 7 covered, but that's not happening. All these dice are too low. If only I had a potion that made them all +1. We can make boost tokens. We have boost tokens. Maybe that 7 just doesn't get covered. Probably okay. Means we flare next time. Okay. I think that's fine. So we don't flare now, we're gonna flare next time we go. Grab the XP, level up, heal. And so flaring is actually gonna spend 2 time. So that's a question. Do we want to get that strength die? Or nimbleness? Sure. Or do we want to take a gamble on whatever's in here? If we go in one of these, we are going to flare, so we're going to be at 2 times, so we're going to take damage by working on more doors. Actually, I could use Quell. No, I can't use Quell. It's too late. I kind of feel like we're good at this guy. Let's just go in and get him. And then we've got the boss. And yeah, we got our exception again. Let's go back and figure that out after. So now we just cover the boxes. What if you just covered the boxes? What if you rolled dice that were higher? Probably just do that. We don't really have a use for our agility dice. Now we're not going to get the heroic feat anymore after this, so let's use up the boost token. I guess you can save a whole bunch up and use this, yeah, on the boss. That would have been smart. I already rolled it. It's too late. Too late. Our dice are either too big or too small. We could cover that. We don't really have to cover the 6. We just have to cover enough. What if we this? And we can just bulwark that. Cover one at a time, and we're fine. Like, the time doesn't matter, we're gonna hit that, so. I think this is good. It's basically just it's a always boost token instead of a die. I guess a die is worth more. I guess it turns bad agility dice to better dice too. Like we're always gonna have a 2. Okay, let's do that. Let's go for the boss. I don't know if we're gonna make it, but we'll do our best. Alright, scary. Scary little guys. So they have lots of boxes to cover here. Oh, we rolled some high numbers. That's good. And so we don't get to use extraction anymore. We can still... Actually, we do use extraction. So, but we have these dice stuck in here. We can still do this. This one does roll heroic, so I don't mind doing that. Okay. We don't get any boosts because we can't use our Tinker anymore. And I think we want to use Rising Strike. This. And then Nimbleness with this. Think Gigantify. Be more than 7. Good. And we have a Bulwark that we can use, and we have Purify that we can use. Galvanize is a strict upgrade, and we can actually get more dice. So I think I'm going to do the... You know what? Let's do this with 3. Just do as much as we can this time. If we... This wants crits, huh? But we can use boosts to get there, so... Let's try to just cover some of the normal boxes. Don't die. You know, yeah, we only have 1 boost token. We can make more, but I guess we have all these 6s we can throw in here too. We can use 6s on these. I don't know if it's worth trying to cover this 40 box. It's so huge. What if we... Probably the better thing to do is to... We can get another boost this way, and a 7. I think it's probably... Then we can just Bulwark that. Yeah, so that's actually kind of a trap, right? So a boost, another 7. Let's put big dice, and then we can get them back, right? So, oh, they have to be different values. Okay, that, and we can put a 5. Oh, but then, yeah, I have this. This is going to take a boost. Okay, let's put these in there. Get them out on each other round. Then we have a 7. And actually, we could make another boost to hit that with 3 dice. So what if instead, actually, I save one of my... dice and keep the 6. Yeah, send like a 3. This. That there, and then turn these into a boost token for this. Like 4 times 7 is 28. And you're getting more skulls. Like, bam. So 4 skulls. We're more than halfway. Alright, we can use the Relic Feat here. Can actually... I wish I had planned ahead and put like 8s or whatever on here, but we can boost this, and then if we don't finish this turn, we can finish next turn. Let's grab the agility die. That's going to be like an agility 8. I mean, you can use the boost on whatever, right? So it doesn't actually matter. I keep thinking like it matters which. You just like pull it off per step. Okay, we roll heroic. We properly gigantify while we do this. And then we do this. We just need to get 3 damage and not die, right? We're only taking 9. Like, we could actually just cover a bit of damage and we're fine. Yeah, what if we do this? And roll some strength. I think we win. Like, we're winning. Not worried. Point. 4, 5. And 5. Just cover all the boxes. Just win. I think we're only doing 2 damage though. Oh, we could make another boost, right? So this could become another boosted die. Check all these 2s. Do a boost token. Ta-da! That's gonna be 3 damage, so we're gonna win. So the rest can be shame dice. Or whatever. Make another boost to save us a health. Die of shame. Victory! Alright. And yeah, just an error because we're on the dev build and it's complaining about that. So yeah, with the Pendant of Purity, the Smith has defeated the Obsidian Army and the Chasm of Soot. So we got check marks. We got 10 check marks. And we've got new things to spend them on. So the empowerment focus is all about forging fuel to get stuff. So you can get boost tokens, you can get crits, you can roll heroics. The tranquility, your coal sprites, yeah, they got wrecked. Tranquility is all about relaxation and calm. So you can return fuel, you can heal, gain a potion token, ignore time. And the utilitarianism, which is a mouthful, is manipulation. So rerolling, transmuting, increasing, changing dice. But they're all once per game, so a little bit different. We have 10. We could like grab one of these. Let's go for empowerment. Bam. All right. That has been your first look at One Deck Dungeon, Relics of the Forge. So, let me quickly show you the card library. You can see all the heroes together. So, these are the new heroes, the new dungeons, and the encounter deck. Look at the relics deck. We haven't seen everything yet. And the other cards are going to be, we still have the other stuff from Abyssal Depths and everything. The Forge is here, and all the different relics. So, let's go and start a new game. I don't know if we're going to get all the way through it, but we can maybe choose 2 heroes this time. So, and we'll pick a different dungeon. We'll go maybe for The Armory. The Armory has a boss with many arms. The Arm Horror. On this boss, a die in a large box only counts if it matches another die's value there. Not sure we're going to get to the boss, but... and you have to forge fuel whenever you claim an item. And then the axe body spray level counts against your items too. So, yeah, let's grab 2 more heroes. Maybe we'll take the Thrasher and the Spinner. We'll do a 2-player game. Get through another 45 minutes or so. Alright, and let's take the Vigor Potion and Enhancement. So, Vigor Potion is the new one, and it has a heal, and you can use another potion, or Forge to heal too. And Enhancement lets you roll Heroic during a peril. And of course you can mix and match content. I'm just playing all relics right now, but you can mix and match through everything. The only things that can't go together are relics and fiends. So you can't mix those 2 things because there's just not enough dice to go around between everything. And it would be super complicated. So I don't really have a thought of which relic I should use. So maybe Luminous Chime. Luminous Chime grants you great control over your dice. The Forge's current count of boost tokens is the key. Yeah, this one uses boost tokens directly in the Forge. Melody allows you to reroll dice matching that count, and Harmonize yields a heroic die. Both abilities can increase the count, which you must carefully balance with fuel in the Forge. Each time it fills, the music will reset. Yeah, so that returns the forged boost tokens here. Whereas with the Pendant of Purity, I was got my dice stuck in there, so I gotta watch out for that. All right, let's do this, and we'll see how far we get. All right, so the Spinner has. I'll have a look at each hero. Meteoric Rise, heroic feat, spend time to roll a die of a color not stored here, then store it here. Or increase a stored die here by 1. So sort of building up a pool of dice. And the skill is to gain a stored die, and your partner may reroll any or all dice of its color. This, of course, is the 2-player version. And maybe I will move my camera a little bit. So, that's in the way. The heroes. The Thrasher and spend time to roll 2 magic. Lock 1 here, return the other. If the roll dice were equal, suffer damage. 1 to 3 part, gain boost. 4 to 5 part, gain crit. So a little random, but when you have dice locked here or stored here, they can be spent, rolled with your skill. So. And then with the relic we've got, so this just straight up rolls heroic, and you can forge boost tokens, and you forge fuel equal to the difference between the rolled die and the number of forged boost tokens. So it's a little risky. You can forge a whole bunch of fuel if you're not careful. And this, you forge fuel or boost, and you can reroll dice matching the number of forged boost. And then when we flare, you get to gain one of those forged boost tokens, and you return the rest, or not. Return a bunch of stuff. So let's see how that goes. Lots of new strategies. So first thing, we have the thing where you cannot use relic effects. This is probably tough for us as a first thing. Maybe we'll come back to it. Needs a lot of strength. We have some, but I think we want to build up some dice before we come after this. Bravely run away. We've got a peril, the lava river. This one's easier. We could do leap on stones, probably. We have 3 agility dice. And We could also use this to roll heroic, which we might end up forging a ton of fuel. So that's something interesting. Maybe we don't on the first one. But we can get a die here, or we can get this skill to gain a boost token or 3 boost tokens. Let us leap. Let's see. This one wants strength, right? So let's get some more strength. We're gonna roll the die and store it. I guess if maybe I actually want to pick agility, because what if we, like, really need it? It's a 6. And I think you are allowed to do this because you're putting them here. You don't get to, it's kind of the rare case where you get to roll, ooh, we got a crit. But it was a 1 and a 6. So that's good. We're not going to need to grab that. And I think we don't need to do that. Wow, what a roll. Okay. Literally, we almost rolled enough just with these 3 dice. We don't need to gain that. And let's forge a boost token. This makes this a little safer, right? And we have this potion too we could use if we're in trouble and perils. So nice. Alright, good start. So we could take Empower. We're not really good at magic. Maybe we'll just lean into agility on Thrasher here. If we happen to grab some magic, we'll get to that. This guy wants to exile our item. I don't want that. But we can potentially grab that Dazzle. We are good at fighting this, so do that. And let's do this. So we got a boost token. And these are locked, so you can't actually get them without this. So actually Thrasher is good at getting good with magic because of that heroic feat, even though they don't start with a lot of magic. I'm wondering if I want to do... Let's try this. Roll a heroic. It's a 4. So if I forge 1, then we end up forging 2. So cool. And let's do this with strength now. Cool. Alright, Rust Monster. So if I gain an agility, you can reroll, but the agilities are good. It's interesting. Oh, it's the partner can reroll. Oh, interesting. This would let me forge 3 or reroll. Reroll 2s or 3s, depending on what I do. So in 2-player, the boost tokens only go for you as well, so that's something you have to consider too. Because right now we're not covering this 5, and we need to. And we're kind of don't have a way to cover it. At this particular moment. We do have some stuff for the other boxes. Does this have any restrictions? No. But We could make a boost token, and then we end up covering almost everything. So I think that's probably the way to go. Do this. Boost token for spinner. This 3 belongs to you. Then cover most of the boxes. Now the problem is we can cover this by making a heroic. We have a boost. Is that good for anything? Not really, because I guess you had the heroic 4, right? Go back. Oh, you had the heroic 4. Okay. Just wondering if better to just make a heroic and boost it, and then use the strength dice for other things. It might be the same. Or worse. Maybe it's worse. These are just ones that don't do anything. Okay. We're gonna do what we did before. We just don't have the boost token. Don't use it. That's fine. Okay, and we take Dazzle for Thrasher, I think, because you're gonna start getting a bunch of magic. Alright, one more here and then we'll come at this thing. Oh, it's the same thing! Okay. We can level up if we face this. The other one is the same but agility. And it has a different skill. Chaos Burst. I think we take the XP in any case, so. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Do I want to... I'm wondering if I take a heroic. Or a magic might be good because we might want to reroll for that. Take a magic. With some options. Alright, got a crit. Sweet. Alright, we got some 6s. That's good. Got a 5 for this already. And we got a 5 for that already. What we want, we have that can go there. Alright, I think so we're short on strength. Thinking I can do this and then re-roll them and dazzle and whatever. So maybe we get a 6, right? So let's do this. Maybe 2 of them, and then next time we get to do 2 of them again. Yeah. How about those re-rolls? We got boost tokens out of it, so numbers are higher, which means lets us do this. What if everything is just a low number? Alright, roll a strength. What if we just roll 2s? Okay. So I guess we need that. We have these to pop in here. We still need 3, annoyingly. How many heroics do we have? 6. Okay, we got heroics for days. But we're not covering that 7. That's fine. Yeah, I'd rather take a fuel than... Oh. Okay. It's level up time. And then we're going in this again. I'm going to increase this strength in case we don't get a 5. We could do the same thing again, though, and maybe rerolls. Maybe we do the same thing again, actually, because it worked out pretty well last time. We'll get another magic. There's a 6. Sweet. We get a boost. And now we have a heroic die. I don't think it matters a whole lot. I guess it matters for you because you can throw into Dazzle or whatever, so. Okay. Rolled pretty well. We have a 5. 5. Could have a 5, but we're gonna need more, right? So let's do this and get a 6. Oh wait, first we want to roll these. Actually not terrible. We want to do this first, maybe. Strength for big boxes. Okay. Got that. Numbers go up. Numbers went down. Okay. Numbers went down. That's fine. Everything is fine. What if... like worked out exactly the same as last time. We're gonna flare next time. Gain a forged boost, return all forged fuel in an equal number of forged boosts. Okay, so it's just gonna reset, totally reset. We could actually use this for basically a free heroic next time, because it's just going to return everything, so it doesn't really matter. I guess we were to just make a mistake. Why is that flashing? Don't be flashing. Not your die. Okay. And I think we want to take dice. We could take phase shift, forge, fuel, and transmute any or all dice of one color in your pool. So like turn all, like have a whole bunch of agility and then turn them all to different colors. It's kind of cool. Let's take it. Better for you because you have agility. All the time. Why don't we try the weird new things? So our forge is full, and it's going to get more full. Actually, the overflow is not showing here. That's the bug. I'm going to report that. Because it was full at the end of the encounter, and then we did the explore, and that should have shown the +1. So you can, the forge is not limited to the slots, it can overflow, so we show that with a little plus. So if I come back, it should show the +1 there. So for some reason it didn't show it, so showing it here. And I think we can take this guy. And like I said, we'll use this because it doesn't really matter. We get a free heroic. Give the heroics to you because you get to transmute or do things. Maybe something cool. And this doesn't matter because we're going to be removing all forged fuel, equal number of forged boost, and so we're not going to have enough. But hey, maybe we'll just see how big we can make that number. And do I want to do heroic now? Maybe I don't want to spend the time. I think we have a chance to, I'm going to spend the time for you, but we have a chance to look at another couple doors, so. Time is of the essence. That's a lot of ones. And we're getting a boost from the flare. I'm gonna give it to strength armor box, but we have 2 5s. And we're taking a little damage. Forge is empty. So if we actually forge a boost, we can reroll all of our 1s. That's pretty cool. After the flare, it's a nice reset. And we could actually, if we take an agility, we can reroll. I feel like we might not, like we have pretty good coverage here. We might not need to take that die, so let's try this is like a free reroll, right? I think we might want to do this in case we get more 1s. And could be strength, could be agility. I feel like we're, with all the rerolls, we're likely to be able to cover that. Also, we could transmute the agilities with this. So I'm gonna click this, and we reroll the 1s. Nice. So what if we just cover the boxes? You considered just covering boxes. I can show you this though. Not like there's nothing else to do. Covered everything, but if I use this, then I get to like change this to whatever color I want. Or I guess I have to pick color, which is weird because there was only one color, so maybe that's not necessary, and I can change it to, but I don't want to spend that fuel for no reason, so Just finish. We got Crunch Crush as an option again. Let's do it. And I'm gonna stay and have a look. Oh yeah, I was like, where did my time go? We spent 2 time from Forge, sadly. We have the Molten Maiden. Ooh, I like that skill for Thrasher. Get more agility dice. Maybe we trade in Dazzle for that. We're pretty good at disarm. Ooh, excuse me. We don't have skills that are good, but we have the potion, so. Let's go in and do disarm. I think I'm just gonna increase this. And I don't know that we need to roll a heroic here. I want to get a die here, we can do that. Yeah, we can always grab that 6 if needed, and it's not needed. Yeah, I'm gonna swap out Dazzle. We could stay for a damage, but go down. When you claim an item, gain our forge fuel. Maybe we should stay and get as many items as we can before that. We don't want to spend time here. After gather and re-roll once each, 4 or 5. Lots of strength here. But we can get a couple items. Let's do that. So we're not gonna spend time if we can avoid it. We have some strength we can grab. And I have to reroll 4s and 5s. Okay, we could reroll 2s. We can also change 1s to 3s, but we don't have any. We don't have. Strengths did not come through here, actually. I think we want to do this. We can stock that up in the next go. We did not get a 5. We have 5. We can make a heroic. Or we can make a boost. Or turn these all to the right colors. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay. So let's do this. So that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Goes there. Hello, As Mighty Games is here. I am changing my dice to the right colors by the power of magic. I can't do everything, but I can do a bunch. And these can also turn into stuff for that. So phase shift. I'm gonna change pink dice, and they're all gonna turn blue. Oh, I can't turn them all blue, but or sorry, blue. I can turn them into heroics too. Okay. Yes, the swarm was defeated. It was still pretty tough. All right, we have transmuted with phase shift. Whole bunch of dice. I guess I could have made that blue. Whatever. Put these here. Oh, and we could even make a boost token for this. And cover it all. That. Have another boost token. Look at that. Done. Done like dinner. And more transmuting here, but I think we want to get items because of the next floor. Items cost fuel. We want to maximize our items before we go there. We have the Iron Snail again. Add time to consequence for each box. This could be very expensive, but we're gonna try. And if we spend time, we take damage. So I don't want to do those things. You want to do this? It's dangerous. I don't think we need it. Give me ones. I need strength ones. Oh, I got some agility ones. Those can go here if I change their color. I got fives. They're good. These can go here. Actually, I can make heroic ones easily. And I could make a heroic 6. And we only have one more box left. This one you want dice that are low. I could try re-rolling. I could use this and re-roll, but it's a little silly. It is a little silly. We could just take the 2 fuel here. I think we just take the 2 fuel. I don't want to mess around too much. I could turn them into 3s. No! Oh, yeah, that's still heroic, even though same color. And then actually I can cover this, but it turns into time, which is a health. I think is 2 fuel worth a health? It's not, with this one it's not even, because like a whole bunch of fuel makes a health in this one. So it depends on the relic, I think, is the answer. I guess I could have re-rolled. I don't think I have any 2s that I could have re-rolled with this. I think we just go with this. Warning. So Kindle Pot, actually very good here, because with this relic, we often don't have a whole lot in the forge besides fuel, and that's a lot of boost tokens. So even though And we're adding fuel when we gain items, so yeah, let's grab Kindle Pod. Kindle Pod is very good. Alright, we are going into the Blacksmith Guild. We have stabby swords. Can we dodge them all? We have a 6. And I think we can dodge them all. Also another great agility skill, but I think we take items. And we can start grabbing another kind of dice. Ooh. Crit. Wheat. And I'm gonna skip this. I don't think we need the heroic. Let's see what we got. I think we just we almost cover all the boxes. Very close. We're short 1 pip. 1 pippin. So we could re-roll these 2s. And I think that seems like a good option. Yeah, we did it. Okay. I think we take an item, even though it costs us. And carry on. So, agility party, but we are pretty good at agility. We're pretty good at strength. We're good at this. We can increase that heroic. We can spend time. Another crit. Amazing. And this is at the point where it's the least risky because we could get this to 3 boost tokens. But also, it could easily backfire. I don't think we need it. Here's the thing. What if we rolled all 6s? That's a good strategy. Alright. Give me more agility dice. Do we even need that? We don't have... I mean, Crunch Crush, changing these 2s to a 6 is still has value. Even though we don't have 1s. It gets us this box. And we cover these boxes. What if we just covered all the boxes? We considered covering all the boxes. Okay. And we could take another item. And then it's going to be leveling up time. We have good strength, good agility, decent magic, and we get magic from Azure Aura if we're clever about it, so. And, oh yeah, Bulwark is a great pickup here, so. Do that. Let's just turn that into a 6. And we'll do this and spend them. Spend a couple. Another crit. Covers that box. Just be lucky. Just do that. Okay, let's skip that. Maybe I want you to roll heroic because of Crunch Crush now. Well, you could also just roll 6s again, so. You rolled all the ones. I could get you to reroll agility, but it's not even that important. We do need a 3. What if we got a 3 just with this critical skill? Okay. And probably what if we covered all the boxes? What if we had more 6s? Don't really need, but can you have them? Yeah, I think we just cover all the boxes. Except they can't be identical and blah blah blah, so that's fine. We'll make heroics. There are ways of making you talk. So I didn't use this, which means I don't get to use it as a heroic feat until I use the Azure Aura, but I think that's fine. The Azure Aura is pretty good to have in your pocket. And let's grab this skill. Canceling damage is just like ignore a challenge box. Okay. And I think it's explore now. We're gonna lose all of our tokens, which means we get a free heroic die. Explore now because of how time works. That's one less card going into the doors. So. The grasp. Could do sprint through here and take XP. Have a smash is kind of cool. A little risky, but not too bad. Sprint through. We have that 6. We have this free heroic. Partner can reroll as an option, so. This doesn't matter. I guess having more is better, but it doesn't end up mattering because of. And I can spend time, but I guess I can still do this and they both get returned. Can't remember how that works, but. I guess you might want to roll heroic for bulwark, but you roll heroic for bulwark. And boost token from flare, damage from flare. I think we don't cover the boxes. We also may as well use a potion. This is supposed to return all foraged fuel, and there's some showing here. Just report that too. Animation issues. We'll get that sorted out. Just here. Okay, so yeah, we have what, 8, 10, 11, 14. Good time for Kindle Pot because we're gonna heal from it. So, oh no, Kindle Pot's no good because we don't have anything, but we can use this. Roll Heroic. Or we could reroll, use this to reroll a 1. You get a 6. Let's see what we get for this. Use this. It's a 2. So 2 is enough to like just cover this. We can't do worse, right? So hey, okay. This now works. Cool. We can hang on to our 6s here for a rainy day. We can save them up for the boss, right? So it's not a bad idea to hold on to them. And I think it's XP. Have the Firebird. Suffer damage and forge. We have a 2 in here? Yeah, so we could actually level up and save some XP. We have Clearing Sweep. Gain 2 boost tokens if there's 4 plus forged fuel, return 1. That's pretty sweet as well. I'd have to replace something though. I think we'll take the XP. Yeah, we can do this. Alright, I don't want to use that. Do I want to grab a magic die and have it here too? I don't think so. We have 3 magic dice to roll here, so. And I'm gonna roll Heroic for Punch Crush. So 1, change it. It's not. Okay. Where are we at? We want to do this pretty much always. Cover those. We need a 6. We don't have a crit, but we could maybe get a boost. I think we want to do this. Because we need some more magic dice. Good. Get a 6. Also do this. Like the same. No matter what dice I put in here, it's the same result. Kind of funny. But really, we're actually not short that much. We're short this box, which we might want to use this for. That can cover. That can cover that. That can cover that. Boosts might come over, and that turns this into a 6. Yeah, Bulwark stops this. So really... So... we can ignore that. We just want a boost for this. And a boost for that. Why don't we just make boosts so we're short 1 die to make boosts? I can make a 6, but it's the wrong color. Probably there's a way to do this without... I'm just gonna roll one of these. Because I only need one die, right? To make the boosts that I need. And not what I need, but I can make the boost. So. Oh, I need to... That 6 belongs to... Who? Who? Me. And a boost for you. Oh, did I want to add? Probably want to add a boost token in there. Well, it's good that this is low because lets you reroll lower numbers too. So yeah. XP level up. So we are now leveled up and we can do more things. Yeah, we have a chance to look at both of these rooms if we don't spend too much time. This one you have to encounter twice. Ooh, we can get agility 6, but only for perils. What items? But also, we could, it's 4 XP. Like, if we get 2 of these, then we can get a heroic die. That's a good item, though. I probably want to take the item. We do have to encounter it twice, but I think we're pretty strong. So we can spend time to roll 2. Yeah, we can afford to spend 2 time total during this encounter, so we do have to encounter it twice. I'm gonna skip that. You roll heroic, and maybe someday it will be a 1 and we'll celebrate with Punch Crush. Hey, it's a 1! Why are you flashing? Don't be flashing. Shouldn't be flashing. Just cover some boxes first. Can cover the 5. We do want a crit or boosted die for that. So maybe we do this. We do this now. Ta-da! We got a 3. Doesn't really do anything, but we got a 3. We might end up getting a boost token, which makes it good for that. But we also could, like, make a 5 and boost it, so that's actually better. What if we just cover the boxes once again? I mean, that's probably the case. I think we roll one of these again. The 4. So yeah, we just cover the box. And it comes back. I'm gonna do this mainly because I get like crits and stuff off it. Boost tokens. And we're gonna skip that. This boost highlight flashes randomly. I need to like pay attention for when that happens and get it at that time. I got a 1. So cover the boxes. Cover the boxes. Cover that box. Cover, cover. Box, box, box. There's a 6. There's a 5. I think we just cover the boxes. We don't have to do it. Cool. Alright. Item? Big item. Big strength. More chance for Crunch Crush to do something. We stay. We actually had more time. We could have spent more time. We don't need to spend more time, but we could have. Again, we want a strength pearl. That would be sweet. But also, we could grab this. That's a great item to get. Finisher skill is here. That's a good one too. Doesn't work on the boss, and we are getting close to the boss. It's good if you see this early. Go for sprint through again. I'm gonna just skip these. You roll heroic or bulwark if it's necessary. You could reroll 1s or 2s with this. So we definitely need more. I want to do this. I could roll a heroic. We are short quite a bit. We're at 8 and 11. So we need 5. We're also like, yeah. What if we just re-roll these ones? 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. Let's actually use this. Hey, big numbers. Big money, big money. What if we covered all the boxes now? Cool. And we take this item. Or we take finisher. We didn't show finisher yet. What does the boss do? Boss doesn't really want magic. It wants everything. Maybe we want this. Okay, down we go. Maybe we are finishing this game. It's going pretty quick. And this X spray makes it so items are bad for us, but we can cut them down. Finally, we got a strength one that we can like roll a billion dice. I guess it's just 6, but good potion. Maybe we do the potion. It's a pretty solid potion. Dessert. Crits on here. There is a crit, so guaranteed crit is pretty good. I'm gonna start getting other dice on here for the boss. And we're not gonna do that. And you don't have to roll heroic for bulwark. We'll give it to the partner to maybe roll. Or we'll just roll super awesome and everything is fine. 4, 4, 4, 4. What if you didn't need to do anything? We'll add a magic on there as well. Smoke wall. We want Shadow Walk? Maybe. If we take XP, we're still 2 encounters away from leveling up, so it's not best. I think we go. And we... Oh, actually, I want to get magic. A 1. Hello, Blink Thing Poop. As the stream title says, this is a new expansion, Relics of the Forge, being previewed for the first time. So this is all new. New heroes, new encounters, new dungeon, the Forge, Relics. There's tons of new stuff. Yes, it is an update. It's a big update that is coming soon. All right, heroic. Go over here. And nice. Let's change in this. Cover the boxes. How are we doing? 5 can go there. This is 12. I think we want to probably do this. We need a bit more. Well, we could do phase shift here. And that turns these into a lot of magic, but we do probably want to turn them into heroics as well because of the duplication rules. I think we want to probably put 2 6s there. Crunch Crush doesn't really do a whole lot. Unless we get a boost. Maybe we get a boost. Let's roll. We can't use this once we get the boss. We can only use this part. So maybe let's take 2 dice and we'll fill it back up for the boss. Nice. 6. That big damage box. That can go there. Yeah, what if we just cover the boxes, huh? What if? You actually don't even need to fill this. You just bulwark it. Like, so ridiculous. So, like, ta-da, right? And then we make a boost token. That can't go there. But we can make a heroic 5. Will work, yeah. What is a spinner? Spin it to win it. These guys spinny orbs or meteors, and can hold on to a bunch of dice and then shoot them out. So I'm gonna boost this. Make a boost token. Boost this up. Cover all the boxes. Shot put mage, yeah. Alright, do I want Shadow Walk or 3 XP? I do have a lot of agility dice that sometimes aren't very good, but if I get 3, I'm still 5 away from leveling up, and I'm probably only going to hit 2 more encounters. Maybe 3, I guess. It's possible. Let's take this skill. We can always replace it if we find something better. Yeah, the problem is we're not likely to hit more than 2 doors because of the time left. Suffer. Hope we get a bunch of 6s. We have a 6. And we could do this and maybe get a 7. I guess this is XP. Could do the potion, but I think it's XP. We're gonna increase 1 die. Another crit. Sweet. And we're not gonna do that. You roll heroic. Just roll all 6s or 1s. What if you just rolled 1s? Have you considered doing that? What if everyone just rolled all 1s? We can re-roll them by forging fuel. Seems good. Alright, progress. Slight progress. Okay, we didn't get a 6. We got some 5s. We have a 7. So, this could be boosted when we spend 2 time, or we could grab this 6. And then we're done. I think with our time limitation, the thing is we have to spend 2 time to replace that 6 anyways. So I think we just say spend the 2 time and we keep the 6 instead of it being something worse, right? Might be lower. Keep it as 6. And problem is this XP is not, we're not going to get anything out of it. So let's take the potion after all. I don't think we're getting anything besides this last one. And it's this guy. I don't want to exile an item or forge too. Really? What would I get out of it? Quick strike? Actually alright. Like, having lots of fuel is fine. We have Kindle Pot, and Kindle Pot makes 8 pips worth. So... and we can spend time... oh, we're not going to spend time. We're going to increase. Spend time here. Load it up. Boost. And we're not going to do this. Your tokens are flashing again. I don't know why they're flashing. We'll figure that out. Holy 6s. Okay. Do this. It's just like nicely covers these boxes. I think we can actually profit on Crunch Crush for the first time by putting these 2s into it. If it changes these 1s, you may also. So, like, you don't have to if you're facing something where you don't want to increase them. And what if we just cover the boxes? I'm pretty sure we're covering the boxes with impunity here. Slash ignoring. We don't even have to ignore the help. We can just cover the boxes. We are strong. And let's take the skill. We're not leveling up. And I think I would rather less costly to go to a thing here. We are going to spend time. It's going to be the same, right? Because we're going to suffer from that, and we're going to suffer from that. So, I mean, we can always look. Something we super want. It's something we don't want. Okay. Alright, boss time. So we can use a potion now, but I don't think we need to. This is a free heroic, so do that. Who wants it? You want it. The 1. It's a 3. Sure. We're probably gonna have that glitch again. And you roll heroic. Pretty good. Lots of 5s and 6s. You get a boost token from that, I think. Doesn't matter here. Maybe you want it for this stuff. You give your partner boost tokens more than so. Hey, that worked. Why didn't it work the time before? I don't know. Weird stuff. You take the extra damage. Yeah, we ended up with 3 damage, 1 from here and 2 from here. I guess it would have been cheaper to flare back in the other floor, maybe, but whatever. It's 1 health. Probably not dying. Kindle pot is turned off right now, but we can turn it on by doing stuff. So, like this. We can reroll all our 1s. Or all of our 0s. That's not useful. We have True Shot. We have Preparation. Preparation can actually do quite a bit. Okay, I want to do this. And we have a big armor box. This is actually worth a lot of pips, right? The more dice you... This is worth, like, there's... For this hero, it's worth 6 pips. For you, it's worth actually more. No, it's actually also 6. But it's more if I do this. Oh, that lets me forge. Okay. Oh, but I can't repeat. I have too many strength dice. What if we do this first? I want a little bit of this for Kindle Pot. Now we've got some stuff. Also, now that's 7 pips worth, which matters a lot for this, right? Like that's 7 directly into that. To use that potion. Do you want to do Shadow Walk? It could be good, it could be not good. It is changing 2 dice into 3. We still don't have any 1s. We can also get some potential boost tokens. We can get some more stuff from this. Let's use... I'm not getting any more dice below Well, I guess I could. I could take another die and do stuff with it. Let's just see where we're at without using anything. That would probably go there. That would probably go there. This 6 can go there. This 7 can go there. We have this big strength box that we're not even looking at, but... Oh, look, it's covered. Okay, so... Like, take these strength dice out and put these other dice in. Do we just cover all the boxes without doing anything else? Actually, yes. Okay. What if we didn't do anything else? Okay, seems like we're doing fine. We used Crunch Crush, and so for the cost of 1 fuel, we covered all the boxes. Arm Horror, get wrecked. We want to do this? What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? We could forge 5, which is still fine. And it makes Kindle Pot blow up, so okay. Oh, or we roll none. We add none fuel. We get a 1 that turns into a 3. We get all 2s. We can re-roll them. We can rebuild him. Give me these. This is probably my favorite skill in this expansion. It's just so reliable. Reliable skills are the best. Do I want to re-roll these? They might become 1s. Let's do it. They're still the same. Well, not quite the same. Okay. Then we're gonna do the same thing. And we're gonna just cover all the boxes probably. We don't have the free boost, but we're gonna be fine. I'm just gonna roll all these. We're winning so hard. So let's just do it all. What if we rolled a whole bunch of good dice? What if? Oh no! We're out of magic dice. We can make a heroic or something. Alright. That's gonna go there. Something's gonna get boosted. We don't need all these magic dice. Go in here. We can also phase shift and like turn all of these magic dice into colors that we want. But I don't think it actually matters. I think we have the numbers. That's covered. Bump, 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 bump. Oh right, they don't count unless they match another number. That's a thing that I didn't even pay attention to. I probably put a bunch of dice that didn't even work in the other box. So 6 actually isn't doing anything. forgot that rule and didn't pay attention at all. We can just use Kindle Pot and get our boost tokens. Or we can use True Shot and get a crit. Also, that's fine. GG. We have tons of extra stuff. The Dice of Shame. Go here now. I didn't even use one of these. And I used these and probably didn't even have to. Dice of Shame. Take that, Arm Horror. Victory! We get some check boxes. You can be utilitarian. And you can be tranquil. Alright, so hope you've enjoyed that preview of One Deck Dungeon Relics of the Forge, coming soon. Hopefully in a month or so. So stay tuned for that this summer, and we're excited to bring you some more One Deck Dungeon stuff. We'll be previewing more of this in the weeks to come, and fixing up all the little glitches and stuff as it's going through testing and QA and final stuff. So do all your older characters roll over into this? Yeah. So everything all works together. So you can like bring all the other characters from Forest of Shadows, core game, promos into the same dungeons. You can mix and match. You can do whatever you want. So everything is all together. It's a big party of One Deck Dungeon. So basically, it's this expansion is as big as Forest of Shadows and Relics and Abyssal Depths together. So it adds a ton, and yeah, you've got way more options. And you can, of course, always hit quick play and get a random matchup, and anything could happen. We got Hydra's Reef, Slayer, and this is still standard content, so, you know, but it could come up with relics. That can happen, so you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time for more previews, and maybe we'll be showing it off with the Asmodee team soon as well. So thanks for watching. See you next time.